I'm an elected official. I know all about making gas, but it may not be hydroxy. That said, we need the numbers behind it. So being able to say, this is the numbers, this is the research, this is what it is, with those numbers, then we can refine the numbers, we can make it better, and that's where we need to get. And that's why these shows are so important. They're show and tell events. Yeah, there's some folks here who have some marketable commodities, but there's also a lot of folks who brought things that they're showing that we can build ourselves, that we can do. One of the most exciting things I saw this afternoon, believe it or not, was Bill Lang's simple flashback arrestor. That was truly a remarkable piece of simple working technology. It's like if you imagine an oil well, when they stop an oil well fire, they actually have to create an explosion to stop the explosion. The explosion, the concussion of that hydroxy, when it blows off, will blow itself out. That's amazing, because I've had a hydroxy blow myself trying to start an engine with it. I've had a bubbler blow. Thank God it was a plastic bubbler. There are a couple of suggestions in life. One rule that I have, just 2 suggestions came from the man, Jesus Christ. It was love God, love your neighbor. The rule is no glass, hydrogen bubblers or electrolyzers, please, folks. You can't find glass with an X-ray machine. Okay, when that embeds, they've got to go probing for it. So just remember, be safe. In everything we do, let's be safe. And shows like this, I was fortunate. My name is Larry Jarboe, and I was fortunate enough to host the first alternative energy show and tell. And it was not only about energy, it was also about health and wellness as well. So we brought in a lot of different folks who were sharing their technologies. And during that event, I met a very interesting individual. He showed up early, he started setting up great equipment, and it was like a hydrogen machine, an engine that ran off hydrogen, his own hydrogen generator. He even brought his own inverter to power the machines to show that he could run it off a battery pack. And the guy's name is Spodie. Spodie, I'm going to bring you up with me, and I want to thank you personally for hosting this event. And it was his idea to hold this event. Now, one man can change the world. We talked about Jesus Christ earlier, but one man can change the world, but we're human and we need some help. He had 2 people that really went out of their way to help. And number one, this was funded by Kim Lacey, and with the help and organizational abilities of Dr. Brenda J. Willis. And I think they both deserve a great hand for the work putting this all together. So what Spodie and I are going to do, we're going to play tag team and do some interviews. And Spodie, why don't you give us a little background about what you're doing with some of your stuff, you know, the inventions, the neat stuff, and tell us where you're at.
Where I'm at right now is I'm standing right here with all of you. And we've done everything we could to try and get everybody connected in what we're all doing the same thing. We're trying to find, the right number, the right mix, things that work. If all of us get together and we make 40 mistakes, 40,000 mistakes, somewhere along the line, one of us is going to find the key. And continuing to hold these events like this, where everybody that can come together and design. One of Tom's thing over there made the noise that we heard earlier during the progression here, and it was a child who found the RF noise from the generator. So a kid found it. Here he is, right here. So amongst everybody has little key pieces, and one thought process is in their mind that can interconnect. There's a divine order why we're all here. Why we're all here. So yeah, exactly. You shut him up. But we all have something that is available to share, and like Larry said, we can put things together off of the shelf, or we can go purchase it already made on someone's exorbitant fees, but we can all share the concepts of the ideas together and go to the next level. And we're dead. No, there we go. Okay.
Hold it straight up and see it.
Straight up. I don't know. It doesn't want to hear me. But what I've got here is it's called the Grid Eliminator X1. All alone by itself. It's just a 5.5 horse motor running 2 alternators, running 4 batteries, marine switches on there that you don't have to worry about the 60 cycle, because it comes out of the inverter at 60 cycles. So it's indifferent to what your motor speed is. So you're, you know, if you're running at 1,800 RPMs, you're half the fuel of a standard home generator, which is 3,600 to keep your 60 cycle. This is set up so that it can do a hydrogen assist at the moment until the final product when it's 100%, which everybody knows that that's a major problem, but it can be overcome. We're hoping everybody is. And Jan Hawk back here, who lives 4 blocks from me, was up at Larry's event in June, and we've been sharing out brainstorms for the last 2 months, 3 months about these different things, and we're finding out different things every day. But I don't know. Someday we'll find it. We really will. It's just a matter of everybody getting together and sharing openly what we have. And it's like, you know, I don't have any secrets. My pockets are empty. The only reason that I'm able to be here is because of the people who believe in what I believe in, and they're willing to share it with everybody. So, you know, all I can say is, you know, if the more of you come together with your ideas and just bring them together somewhere along the line, somebody may line their pockets, but the rest of the world's going to benefit. We're going to have some answer. And we have a gentleman here who'd like to speak on everybody. Who wants to speak next?
Let's bring up Joe Savage.
Joe.
Joe Savage is with a company.
Joe Savage is with a company called Rejuvenations. Now, we've talked about energy, and so one of the background points that has been brought up in all this energy is the source that